Hey guys, this is Zora of Water. Welcome back to some more Final Fantasy X. I would say just Final Fantasy X HD Remaster, but that's a mouthful, and technically the opening cutscene said Final Fantasy X, so I'm gonna wing with that. In the last episode, a lot of things were kind of happening. We were jumping in between cutscenes and voice lines, so I didn't really talk much. I'm sorry about that. From what I gathered, Titus here is a star player of the Xander Grenades, who had his town completely ransacked in the middle of a game, so that was fun. And then we went up to some weird kind of fleshy pulsating hole. I don't know how else to say it. It's probably not a good way of saying it. But we went up there and now we ended up in these ruins over here. And there's something on the wall. Oh jeez. Edramerd Franpumduk. You know, I already have enough trouble saying some words in English. Why the hell am I even trying with this?
What do we have here? Nope, can't read it.
See, even he's a little bit more honest and forward than I am. At least I tried, but still. For here we have a treasure chest and it has 200 gil. Gil is the money in this universe and it'll forever be the greatest of money. It's not really that great. Actually, on the upper left of our screen, we have the mini-map. It kind of shows us the general area, as well as ourselves, which is a yellow arrow who is for some reason surrounded by a circle, and I don't really know why. I guess just to put emphasis on it. And that red arrow up there shows us where we need to go. Over here, whoa, am I glitching into the spear? This spear is used to decipher the Albed language, aka that language that we just saw over there, and that's showing up down here. Unfortunately, it actually doesn't have any use for us right now. If we have previous save data that had us find these different Albed primers, then it would transfer over. However, if we do it now, it's not really gonna do us anything, is it? I don't think it is. Yep, no Albed dictionary data found. So yeah, if I had a completed copy of Final Fantasy X, I could have just unlocked every single letter for the Albed language. But you know what? I don't. I actually this is my first time playing it on the PlayStation 4. I've been holding out on it, so I haven't gotten too deep into it. So most of my reactions are probably gonna be true. Well, I say reactions, but it's more of I just want to see all the HD-ness of this remaster. So we have another save spear here. I am actually not going to save. And what I am going to do is kind of go off over here. Believe there was a treasure chest over yonder. And indeed there is. Yep. And this should be, oh, I can actually see in the water! Sorry, I'm going way off on the tangent. Because I've been so used to playing the PlayStation 2 version on TV, no less, there are things that I just weren't able to see, or textures I wasn't able to notice, and I can actually see things, and it's wonderful. Anyways, it should be a high potion. Yes, it is. Okay, that's a high potion. I don't think there are any other treasure chests, so let's just go on forth. I just realized the red arrow disappeared. I am way too damn excited for this game, alright? And now everything's super smoky. And that save spear is taunting us all the way over there. I can see it in the distance, and I can also see that treasure chest, so if I missed it, I would have had a bad time. Is there any treasure around here? Nope, it's just gonna throw me into that. Okay, sure. Alright. Alright, so here we have our first instance of underwater battling, which is not really impressive because all we can do is attack. These things actually remind me of monstrous beta fish. Just saying. So let's just go ahead and attack them, because that's all we can really do. But yeah, this is also the main battle song for Final Fantasy X, and I really like it. Meanwhile, this is also Final Fantasy X's boss theme, if I recall. You can't actually lose this boss fight because if I'm remembering this right, his attack will do exactly half damage each and every time. I think it's only gonna happen about 3 or 4 times before it goes off into another cutscene.
I had made it out of the frying pan and into the freezer. I thought I was gonna die in this place.
No, we're locked in. But you know what? That's a lot better than being eaten by that grotesque looking skeleton thing. I don't know what else you can call it. So that's actually, I don't know if it's a gripe. I don't know if it's a valid gripe. But I feel like this game is moving a lot faster in the HD remastered than it is in the old game. And I wouldn't be surprised because this is running on like 1080p, 60 frames. And it has a much better processor graphics card. So it's able to load in between scenes a lot faster. So I wouldn't be too surprised about that.
Need fire.
Alright, so we do need fire, and look at that, we have a little old X mark showing us there is a campfire. The remains of a campfire, to be exact. With flint and tinder, you can start another fire here. So we can go ahead and do that. I think this is the entrance we just came out of, is it not? Yes, it is, and I could technically go back in there, couldn't I? Probably. Oh god, where am I going? Is that tinder? That might be tindered. Some wither flowers have been left here. They have soaked up too much rain. Wow, fine. Fine, I guess that's not gonna work. Hello! I got an X potion? Excuse me? That was quick. Okay. X potion actually, I think, is a full heal, if not just like 999 or 9,999, something like that. So over here, God, water spoon everywhere. And there's another treasure chest. I actually did not know these were in here. Neato. Okay, oh, hello. Camera changed. Did we get tender? We got tendered. Well, we got wither bouquet, but it's technically tender. So if we go up here, I do remember there was a treasure chest up over this way. If I can just not get stuck on things, that'd be great. High potion? High potion! Yay! I wonder how many treasure chests I can remember off the top of my head before opening them. Probably a fair amount. Definitely not all of them. Absolutely not all of them. I've played this game a lot. I've only cleared it a few times. But no matter how many times I played it, is that a face? What is it? It looks like it has two red glowing eyes and a creepy demonic mouth. Might just be thinking that I might just be seeing that completely wrong. More tinder, which doesn't work. And you creepazoid over here. Oh, and I can actually I can actually examine it. It's a creepy statue. Oh yes, indeed, it's creepy. Wowie wowie wow. Shoot, what was I saying before? I don't remember. I was just too worried about things, but whatever. Here we have some flint. Flint! Yay! Hopefully it's not too wet for it. Hopefully it is not too wet for us to use. God, can I speak? Apparently not. So let's just go ahead and start this campfire.
I need food. What do you want?
It was a bad call. Your team lost because of you.
You came to say that?
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be crying.
Who, me?
You cried.
Hey, wait! Don't go out on me! Just hold on. I'll get more wood. Give me a break!
Oh jeez, wait, I haven't healed. I didn't touch the save sphere. Oh crap. Oh, this is starting out to be wonderful. How much is the seal again? Oh, nowhere near enough. Good thing you missed. I was praising the game about how I can see things like I couldn't before, but you know what? I kind of would have liked if I didn't see your face. Like, wow, you are absolutely hideous. Ow, I'm very sorry for insulting your face, but you know what? You kind of deserve that. Okay, I think I can actually lose this fight, so let's just take things a little bit more seriously, okay? Just hurry up and go down, please. Don't stop hurting me. Hurting is bad. Okay, so it looks like we have a helping hand. Certain items like grenades have special effects when used. These items can only be used during battle by selecting the special ability used. Yes, for some reason this chick has a use ability, which apparently we can't use them in the normal item inventory thingy. Nope, no siree. So let's go ahead and use a grenade. That's doing a lot more damage than what we were doing before. I need to heal. Likewise, she also has a secondary skill called Steal. It allows us to steal an item off the enemy. I think this enemy will allow us to steal grenades over and over. Normally you can, oh Jesus, that's a lot. Normally you can only steal from the enemy once. And only once. But you know what? Actually, I would take advantage of this, but I don't think it's gonna matter. So I'll just go ahead and throw the grenades at it. Granted, if I do her normal attack, it's about half as strong as Titus's, so yeah, that's not gonna help us. Okay, I guess I can't take grenades over and over again. Fine. Prove me wrong, why don't you? You know what? You can take one of them back! Oh. I mean, that works. Alright, so here we actually have a kind of results screen. It shows us the ability points we've earned, which I can go over that a little bit later. It also shows us the items it drops, equipment, and Gil, for whatever reason, is lowercase. Why is it lowercase on this screen? Whatever.
Phew. That was close. Hey, let me go!
Fredek Drak! Ifin, Irisa, Tekiaka! Bak, Edeku! Kemed?
Fed! Srivadak Risa!
Draunia, Drakisha Tate.
Ifun Petit, Fapuneket Fedrik! Kuno.
Kid, did Daija.
Hey, that hurts!
Musujek, Rain?
Whoa. Okay.
Canis!
Right, whatever.
Tui Hood Kabeg?
I said I don't understand.
Akumala!
Fed! He said you can stay if you make yourself useful.
You understand me? All right, I'll work.
Quite the welcoming committee we have here. So actually, on this boat, look what we have here. Wait, is that actually a book? Huh, I always thought these were giant slips of paper, but whatever. This is our first Albed Primer, Volume 1. It tells us that Y in the Albed language is A. So now anytime we talk to an Albed, or anyone speaking the Albed language, it's gonna show us that little letter as pink text. So that's neato. Unfortunately, is not enough for us to really figure out what the hell they're saying. At all. If I remember... Oh, you gave me item. If I remember correctly, I think it's a 1-to-1 kind of switcheroo, so I'm assuming that A right there is also a Y? Because the Y in Albed is an A? Or something like that. I don't...
Giant! Kadufun et setedamo!
What did you say about my mother? Anyways, that's going off track again. I will touch the save spear because I do need a heal, and I only need a heal, nothing else.
Oh, almost forgot.
So she's actually gonna teach us about the spear grid. Unlike other games, especially other games in the Final Fantasy series, we don't get normal level ups and we don't get levels per se. We get spear levels. Every time we defeat enemies in the battle, we get something called ability points, which can increase our spear level. And what they can use, what they're used for is actually for the spear grid, where we can actually move from node to node. So I'm just kind of skipping through this, and it's just kind of describing the different nodes, which I'll go over in a little bit as well. But yeah, depending on our spear level, we can actually move one node at a time. So on this tutorial, it's actually showing that Tidus has 4 spear levels. Pressing X, we can actually move or use a spear to activate a node. If we move, it shows that we can actually move 4 spaces. And I think there's a different clause for going backwards, which I'll explain in just a moment. Spear levels are gained by gaining AP, yes, I just said that. Characters must fight, yes, I just said that. If characters don't participate in battles, they will not grow stronger. I think you only have to hit the enemy once before it dies for that character to get some bonus. I don't know if it has any other like requirements, like how much damage did you do, how many times did you attack it. It probably does, and I just don't remember. So yeah, you just kind of want to be careful of where you move. And what they're just going to move one space to learn the ability Cheer. You don't have to be on the node to activate it, you just have to be adjacent to it. So if you can, just don't go on empty nodes. If you can prevent it, it's if you're on top of the node, that's fine enough as it is. Either way, the game's going to ask you one more time, so you shouldn't have any reason to mess up by accident. I might though, because well, I'll show you in a little bit. The move progress complete cannot be cancelled. If you want to activate nodes you pass over, you must spend spear levels to go back, though that is a waste, and I highly suggest you don't do that. When you're tracing your steps, you can move 4 steps back by spending 1 spear level. So yeah, now the character is on the position, let's activate the node. So if you press X again, actually spears are things that can be dropped by enemies, and I think we got one from those enemies we've fought before. So if you hit X and hit use over here, it shows you all of the spears that you have in your inventory, and it also highlights the spear that you can use to activate it, which is really good. And each of the spears kind of do a bunch of different things. The power spear can activate strength, defense, and HP nodes. Ability spears can only really activate ability nodes. Nodes that can be activated, or yeah, we just went over that. In this example, the only node that can be activated is an ability node. So I understand why they have to go through all this mess. It's because it's a new thing, and unlike anything else in the previous games, but man, oh man, is it super wordy. It's been selected, so only the ability nodes will glow, yada yada. Select the node, it will activate it, and the character will learn its ability. Use the same procedure to improve the character's strength, yada yada yada. Yeah, this is basically how you make your character stronger. It's not based off of levels, it's just based off of how far could you get on the spear grid and how many nodes you can activate. I do suggest, because there's a good chance you're gonna run out of spears at some point, I do suggest, rather than going forward and missing a node, just to stay at wherever you are until you get that spear. It's, or at least that's what I think. That way you don't have to waste a lot of spear levels going backwards. So what else can the spear grid do? Well, if you press triangle, it actually shows the character's current stats, any skills they've learned, and whatnot. Although I kind of wish it labeled which window was what, because I'm pretty sure there was like magic, skills, black magic, white magic, whatever the heck. Press L1 and R1, however, you can switch in between characters, because they are actually placed on different parts of the spear grid. And that way you can actually just switch in between them instead of like exiting out the menu and then going off to another character. If you press the touchpad, I think it was select back in the PS2 version, you can actually zoom out the entire spear grid, and this thing is massive. Like, oh my god, it is heavily massive. So if we hit triangle, this is actually a main menu, so we can go over a few things after I kind of do spear grid stuff. So Tidus here has 1 spear level, and as you can tell, this is a lot more different than what we just saw. At the very beginning of the HD remaster, you're given 2 options. One option is what kind of spear grid setup you want. For whatever reason, I think it's only North America, but for whatever reason, we didn't have the ability to use the spear grid. Only that tutorial one. We only had access to that one. The difference between these 2 spear grids is actually quite annoying. We're gonna get more characters along the way, but we didn't they're gonna start off roughly around each other, so you can kind of switch and choose how you're gonna set up your character. But the North American version, I think it's not the North American per se, it's more of like the type of game based on TV settings and whatnot. It's gonna be on the screen, whatever. That one was super, and I mean super linear. Like, this game is already linear enough as it is, so much that I had to question why people weren't griping about this game when they were griping about Final Fantasy XIII's linearity. But yeah, you only had like 1 set path to follow, and if you ever wanted to deviate onto someone else's spear grid area, you have these different, if I can select it, you have these level locks that kind of block your way. And let me tell you, I think there are like level 3 and 4s, which those kinds of spears are really hard to get. So more than anything, you're just gonna be stuck on this one pathway. In this spear grid, which was available for every other instance of Final Fantasy X, I think it was officially called Final Fantasy X International version, you were given access to this spear grid. So I think this particular spear grid actually has a few less nodes, so technically you wouldn't get the best stats out of all of them. But at the same time, it gives you much more freedom than what the other one could have given you. I could go down, but you know what? I kind of want to activate this ability as soon as I can. I mean, I could have just by standing on that before moving, but it doesn't matter. So let's just go ahead and use that. I only have ability spears, are you kidding me? Oh shoot, that's actually not good. I usually have at least a few more spears than that. But whatever, now we've learned the ability cheer. Tidus has his first ability. Over here, it just shows us the items we have. So these are all usable items that we can use in the main menu, or we can use during battle. Pressing circle doesn't actually kick us out the entire menu, because we can actually go through these little tabs here. We can sort the items if we want to. It shows us our equipment, which is not super special, and key items, which we can kind of look at. And wait, someone put heart and soul into making this. Okay, key items, which it just has little fun descriptions. Abilities, yeah, it's kind of self-explanatory. We can view abilities of characters. Overdrive. So this is what I want to talk about. The overdrive bar will increase by set amount based off of the overdrive mode you have. And it also shows you like what kind of overdrives you had. So pressing circle to get over to the set mode, every character will always start with stoic. It charges up when the character takes damage. It's a little bit vague actually. It charges up a lot more based off of how much damage your character takes. So if Tidus took only about 10 damage, that bar would barely move at all, as opposed to when it takes 100 damage, you're gonna notice it. So status here just kind of shows basic stats, abilities, and whatnot. Doesn't matter. You kind of get the gist of it. Config actually shows here any settings you want to do. For whatever reason, vibration is set to off on default. No, I don't know why they kind of did that for this game. But only in HD Remaster. In the beginning of the game, not only do they ask you for your spear grid preference, but they ask if you want to which kind of music you have. HD Remaster has its own kind of HD music, which actually you kind of can't hear right now. I'll switch it later. But it's much more orchestra kind of setup, and it sounds really nice. But I may be super biased. I think the original soundtrack sounded a lot better than what they have for this arranged soundtrack. At the very least, it makes it feel a little bit more intense in some certain battles. And then we have our little kind of help menu, which, oh, this looks so cool! I've never actually hit this button before. Yeah, so it just kind of gives you more tutorials if you want to look at them. So I have been talking way too long on this scene, and we have made very little progress. God, I know I should shut my mouth, but you know what? That is fine with me. I guess that'll be the end of this episode. In the next episode, we'll talk with this chick again, and I guess go off into the depths of hell, because our red arrow is all the way to the left? Question mark? Anyways, this is Zora signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one.